Greetings, navigators of information flows. Greetings to those whose veins flow not like blood, but like pure mercury, and whose minds can process terabytes of data per second. You are children of the air, the perpetual motion machine of the zodiac. But I know the price you pay for this speed. I know what's going on behind the facade of your ease. There inside, chaos reigns lately, reminiscent of a train station waiting room where all the trains have been canceled. For the past few weeks, your head has been like a red-hot hive. These aren't just thoughts, they're a mental hum, a white noise that doesn't stop day or night. You went to bed, but the dialogue in your head continued. You woke up, and your to-do list was already suffocating you. It felt like you had 500 tabs open in your browser, and you couldn't tell where the music was coming from. This is a state of information intoxication. You try to grasp everything at once, but everything crumbled through your fingers like sand. Anxiety had become your default mode. It was a clinging feeling that you were missing something, that the world was moving faster than you. Your natural duality played a cruel joke. One part of you wanted to run, the other wanted to unplug. You were tired of your own multitasking. But today, I bring news that will be a breath of fresh air. The astrological weather is changing. Your ruler, Mercury, planet of intellect, is emerging from a zone of turbulence and entering the aspect of crystal silence. The cosmic winds are dying down, and the dust is settling. The mental storm that tormented your nervous system ends not gradually, but instantly, as if someone had cut the red wire on a clockwork mechanism. In the coming days, you will experience the phenomenon of the Great Reset. The anxiety that seemed part of your personality will evaporate without a trace. You will wake up in the morning and be surprised to find a ringing, transparent silence in your head. And in this silence, you will see a single, clear, and brilliantly simple plan of action that will lead you to happiness. However, I must warn you about a tricky mental trap. Gemini is a sign dependent on stimulation. You are so accustomed to living in a state of drama and fuss that silence can frighten you. Your main mistake now is the fear of emptiness. When anxiety subsides, a huge amount of energy is released, and your restless mind, out of inertia, may begin to look for new problems simply to occupy itself. You may think that if you're not anxious, you're missing something. This is a false feeling. These are the phantom pains of amputated stress. You are forbidden now to artificially create chaos. You are forbidden to fill this blessed silence with meaningless information garbage. Don't run from peace. Accept it as a gift. It is in this sterile purity of consciousness that your new life will be born. Let's examine the anatomy of this miraculous healing. What will happen to you is called hemisphere synchronization in the language of astropsychology. Gemini is the only sign that constantly exists in a dialogue with itself. Usually, this dialogue resembles an argument between two deaf people interrupting each other. But now Mercury is aligning its aspects in such a way that your inner twins finally come to an agreement. The conflict between want and need, between logic and intuition, disappears. You will feel this physically as a relaxation of your facial muscles and the disappearance of the familiar lump in your throat. The throat is Gemini's zone. The mechanics of the happiness plan will resemble the completion of a heavy file download. You've been staring at the spinning wheel of anticipation for a long time, and suddenly, click, and a clear, understandable picture appears before you. The plan won't be complicated. On the contrary, its genius will lie in its simplicity. You'll suddenly realize that to be happy, you don't need to take 10,000 steps. You just need to take one, but in the right direction. This will be an insight like, I just need to call this person, or I just need to quit my job and buy a ticket. The complexity your mind has been building for months will turn out to be an illusion, a smokescreen. The winds of change will blow this smoke away, and what remains is a naked, shining essence. However, to maintain this clarity, you'll have to implement a strict hygiene regimen. Your nervous system is now like an exposed wire that's just been repaired. The main instruction for this period is one moment, one task. Geminis are the kings of multitasking, but multitasking is your poison right now. You must consciously slow down. If you're drinking coffee, you're only drinking coffee, not scrolling through your newsfeed. If you're talking to a friend, you're listening to them, not planning tomorrow. This is the practice of mono mode. It's critically important. If you start fragmenting your attention again, anxiety will return through the back door. You'll also need to ruthlessly purge your contacts and information channels. You're a sign that thrives on information. But lately, you've been consuming fast food, gossip, negative news, other people's dramas. This has clogged your mental filters with toxins. Right now, when you feel a surge of clarity, unsubscribe from everything that doesn't make you smarter or richer. Stop responding to people who use you as a listening ear. Your energy should now be directed not towards servicing other people's emotions, but toward implementing that very simple plan. Pay special attention to your hands. Gemini rules the hands and fine motor skills. Anxiety often accumulates in your fingertips. The urge to fidget, bite your nails, pound on the table. To ground this excess current, occupy your hands with creation. Write by hand, draw, sort grains, fix machines. Through your fingertips, you'll release residual tension and initiate the process of manifesting thoughts. When your hands are busy, Gemini's mind rests. Be prepared for your new plan to seem too simple or even frivolous to others. They'll tell you, that can't be true. Everything has to be more complicated. Don't listen. These are the words of people stuck in old patterns. Your superpower now is ease. You're a surfer, gliding across the surface while others drown in the depths. Don't try to prove anything to anyone. Your rightness will be confirmed by the results, not by argument. Simply do what has become obvious to you, and enjoy how easily doors that once seemed locked open. We're entering a signal stabilization phase. Gaining a clear head is half the battle, but Geminis know how quickly this clarity can give way to a new fog if you don't protect yourself. Your psyche is structured like an open port. You let in any information, any person, any idea. It's this omnivorousness that created the toxic environment from which you're now freeing yourself. For the happiness plan Mercury is downloading into your consciousness to take root, you'll have to learn to say the most terrifying word for your sign. No. The happiness that's coming your way requires closure. Imagine carrying water in your palms. If you wave your hands, greeting everyone you meet, the water will spill. Your anxiety only subsides when you stop spreading yourself too thin. In the coming days, you'll face the temptation to return to old patterns, spending hours on the phone, discussing other people's problems, getting into arguments in the comments. It's a trap. Every time you waste a word, you drain energy from your plan. There's a direct connection between speech and reality. For Geminis, words are a tool for materialization. If you chatter about trivial things, your life becomes trivial. If you remain silent and hoard energy, your life gains weight. Enter a verbal fast regimen. Speak only to the point and only the truth. You'll see how the space around you magically changes. People who are used to dumping their negativity on you will suddenly feel a wall. They'll say you've become cold, but in reality, you've simply become whole. Don't apologize for this. Your integrity is more important than their comfort right now. The second mental trap is FOMO. When you choose one clear path to happiness, your mind will start to panic. What about the other options? What if it was better there? Geminis hate choosing because choosing means rejecting alternatives. But you must understand, it's impossible to walk 10 paths at once. He who is everywhere is nowhere. Your anxiety was a consequence of this very attempt to embrace the immensity. Accept that by choosing one thing, you lose another. This isn't a loss, it's a focus. A laser beam burns through steel only because it's concentrated on one point. Become a laser, not a light bulb shining in all directions to no avail. Your happiness plan, which will be revealed to you, will likely require you to be lighthearted. Gemini is the sign of the road. Perhaps the solution to your problem lies in moving through space. This could be a short trip, a move, or simply a change from your usual route. Physical stagnation breeds mental stagnation. If you feel your thoughts starting to get confused again, go outside. The wind is your element. It blows mental debris out of your head. Walk quickly, breathe deeply. The answers will come to you not in a stuffy room, but in the rhythm of your steps. And one more important point, trust your first impulse. Geminis have exactly 3 seconds between receiving an insight and the moment when their mind begins to sabotage it with doubts. Maybe I shouldn't. What will people say? Mercury is the fastest planet. It delivers the truth instantly. Whatever comes to mind after the first flash is no longer the truth. It's the work of fears and social patterns. If you feel you need to do something, do it immediately. Right call by tell someone. Speed is your best bodyguard against anxiety. As long as you're flying, you can't fall. We stand on the threshold of final synchronization. The process you've undergone while reading these lines isn't just a calming process. It's a reset of your operating system. You're resetting the factory settings of anxiety imposed on you by society, parents, or past experiences. You're returning to your true Gemini nature, the nature of the wind, which cannot be trapped, locked away, or made to suffer. The wind carries no weight. It blows, it flies, it changes direction, but it always remains free. It is this state, the unbearable lightness of being, that will now become your base, your point of support. You must understand, seriousness is a disease for your sign. As soon as you begin to furrow your brow and think of problems as something monumental, you lose your power. Your magic lies in play, in improvisation, in the ability to laugh at chaos. From January 7th to 10th, the universe grants you license to be carefree. This doesn't mean irresponsibility. It means a lack of fear of the future. You should enter this new period with the feeling of a child running outside on the first day of vacation. Summer, sunshine, and an endless number of options await. No lessons, no exams. Only life as an exciting quest. To consolidate this state of crystal clarity and prevent the mental fog from returning, we need to perform a ritual. Gemini is the sign of air and information. We will combine these two elements to physically blow the remnants of old fears from your neural network. We will use breathing and digital cleansing techniques. Disk formatting ritual. This ritual is best performed outdoors or by a wide open window. You need airflow, a draft, and atmospheric movement. 1. Digital cleansing. Preparation before you begin. Take your phone. Find something old and unnecessary on it that symbolizes your past worries. It could be a conversation with an unpleasant person, a to-do list you'll never complete, or an old, unfortunate photo. Delete it. Hit delete with a feeling of deep satisfaction. You're not just erasing bytes, you're freeing up space in your RAM. 2. Contact with the elements. Face the wind. If there's no wind, create it yourself by flapping your arms. Close your eyes. Imagine your head as a room filled with gray, stale cigarette smoke, your worries, doubts, and critical voices. This smoke prevents you from seeing the light. 3. Breath of the wind. Take a slow, deep breath through your nose, imagining yourself drawing in the pure, clear, sparkling ozone from the mountain peaks. Hold your breath for 3 seconds. During these seconds, imagine this fresh air collecting all the gray smoke inside you into one dense lump. 4. File reset. Exhale sharply and noisily through your mouth. The sound che. Imagining a gray lump flying out of you and instantly dissolving into the vast expanse of sky. The wind picks it up and carries it beyond the horizon. Repeat this 3 times. With each exhalation, your head becomes lighter, brighter, emptier in the best sense of the word. 5. Anchor of lightness. Open your eyes. Look at the world. The image should become clearer, the colors more vibrant. Snap the fingers of your right hand, a clear, sharp sound. This is your switch. Say out loud. Connection restored. No interference. I see the way. Now you're a pure conductor. You are an antenna tuned to the frequency of good fortune. Any idea that comes to you in this state will be brilliant. Every word you speak will be heard. You no longer waste your energy tilting at windmills. You yourself become the wind that turns them. To register this new status in the Earth's information field, you need to leave your digital footprint. This is a signal to the universe that you have accepted the upgrade and are ready to operate at high speeds. Go to the comments and enter the activation code. Lightness code activated. Let this phrase become your vow to yourself. No more heaviness, only flight. Safe travels.